Hi everybody, welcome to the Drunken Floor. I'm Liam.
I'm Nati.
And today we are gonna talk about expectations.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them. And this will maybe be a little bit of a ranty episode. But hey, we have the place.
And a growly one.
But first, let's soften the beast. Let's open up another beer. Oh. Minus just
Click, click.
click. Ah. No! Hobo Steve to the rescue! I need your foot. There we go. Yeah.
Cheers. Oh.
Cheers. Yeah.
That's handicapped.
Mm-hmm. What beer has a little default. But hey.
Gotten some love.
Yep. So.
But yeah, this one will be a little
ranty.
very much indeed.
Well, we all know and have expectations in our lives.
Both to ourselves and
both to ourselves and to others, the people around us. But some people has some expectations to us that we don't always agree with.
No.
So I know you have a hot topic where you just can start and rant, and then I'll sit here quietly and listen.
Well,
yeah.
What fucking pisses me off is like, I just,
Set up the atmosphere first. You were at this family party.
Yeah, family gathering or reunion or whatever you call it, like, 4 aunts and uncles and everything, and I love them to bits. And my 6 cousins, and one of them's a wife, and their 2 kids. Well, and my cousin with the kid, he's like got a good job and everything, and a house, and everything is under control, right? His life expectations or society's expectations of him is just tip top. Like he can check everything off.
Not yet 30, got the first kid, got the house, got the car, got the job.
Everything, like to the norm, the expectations are all checked off. Well, but like, and then and same with my other cousin and her kid. And then there's me, like, I enjoy being single. Like, I don't have the desire to necessarily be in a relationship. And that itself, people don't get that. Like, when do you want to get a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever? And it's just...
Oh, Nancy, you also, you're running out of time, you have to have kids now.
Yeah. And also, like, I'm 26. And to some people, it's just, you have to get kids, like, right away, because otherwise it wouldn't be possible and such. Biology, and it just pisses me off. I'm getting so mad. And it just hits a spot every time in a way. Like, I don't feel obligated to get kids, but it's still society's expectations, or to you as a woman. It's
the norm. It's normal that when you're 26, you're
but it's of course also the same for men. But to my understanding, like, or I can only talk for myself. To me, as female, it's just. It just makes me so angry. Like, your standards are not mine, and your expectations. Just shove them up your ass.
When I was 15, I'm 34 right now.
But the weekend was fantastic, by the
way. When I was 15, I thought, okay, when I'm 25, 30, I'll own my own house, have a good car, have a good job, have a girlfriend, and maybe the first or the second kid on the way. I remember thinking that when I was around 15, 16. Sitting at home, playing video games.
Yeah. It's a part of your life society has put in.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, nearly 20 years later, I get up in the morning. Well, I have a girlfriend. I don't own my own house. I rent. I'm out of a job right now.
Yeah.
And money is sometimes kind of tight. And I still go up every morning, don't put on pants, sit in front of the TV,
Yeah.
and play video games. I think my life is good. I don't have to have that pace anymore.
No.
Also in my situation, the kid, if they're gonna be kids, they have to be adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the certain scenario, at least.
Yeah. I also have the view in life that the world is overpopulated. Like, so if I were to get a kid somehow or whatever,
if you at some point find that one who you just think,
I would adopt.
I want to be a normal, irritating housewife now.
But I just prefer being a crazy cat.
Yeah.
Like, I have the same. I feel the same with puppies and just dogs as I do with children, and that's just a weird analogy, but I have to be able to
give it back to the owners. You'll be a great aunt or auntie. Yeah.
I'll be a fucking fantastic aunt.
Yeah. But
I'll spoil those brats.
yeah. And then your sisters and brothers will hate you. Well, but still, the kids will like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think there is this with expectations, and I actually saw a TED talk. It's a little bit off topic, but I'll get back in. I saw a TikTok here the other day about poverty and poor people.
TED talk or TikTok?
TED talk, not TikTok. TED.
You scared me for a second.
TED, TED, TED.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I love it.
About poverty and poor people, and that also that people with no money normally, if you do an IQ test, people who don't have enough money to support themselves and live well, their IQ is normally 14 to 16% lower than other people. But in that moment, you provide these people with money enough to support their families, to don't have to worry about next month's paycheck. That gap equalizes completely.
All the brain capacity is
yeah, it's
just for worrying, like
worrying about money. So today also you are expected to be able to lay money aside so you one day can buy a house, you can get the good car because you had the good job. But still, in a lot of places, the good jobs, they aren't all around. The last job I worked around 160 to 180 hours a month, and I was paid. I was barely scratching the minimum, the poverty limit actually. Yeah. So.
And you also had to pay for transport and such.
I had to pay for transport to and from work, and yeah, it was rough. But if you are in a relationship, when you have a partner you live with, well, a lot of your daily expenses are cut in half.
Yeah, of course.
And that's also if you have a girlfriend that you have had since you were 16 or 17. Hey, kudos, good for you. If it works, fine. But already from that point on, your expenses are much lower than the rest of us. I admit when I'm 34. Yes, I'm a smoker. That's a big dump of money out the window right there.
Oh yeah.
But also a lot of my income goes to just sustaining myself, having a roof over my head, food, well, internet, phone, and such.
Yeah.
And insurance, goddamn.
So the expectations for getting a proper job, like
when it is easier to have the point I'm getting to is that it is easier to have those expectations to people who follow the norm all the way through the life.
Oh yeah.
We have both had mental issues, problems, and been on a roller coaster ride for the most of our lives, and that has also done that we are outside the norm, so we can't keep a normal income life expectancy. So
Yeah.
life expectancy rate. So, and
And we see you feel more things differently.
Yeah, we
I
see
think we value
other things. Yeah, we well, at least us. I know
or
we do.
People in general who have been struggling.
Yeah, we have another value to things.
That's off the topic, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little off topic, but my expectations to myself is that every morning when I get out of bed, I can stand up, look in the mirror, and smile. If I could do that every day, then I have a good life.
Mm-hmm.
Not because, well, I have a lot of money, I have the family, and everything is going. No, I want to be able to look myself in the mirror and look at a good person staring back at me.
Yeah.
A person I'm proud of. Not that I envy, but that I'm proud of.
Yeah, exactly. I've always said, like, if I won the lottery, like a ton of money, that wouldn't be healthy for me whatsoever. Like I would waste it on jack shit, and I would just throw everything away, or to friends and family and such. But it wouldn't be good for me.
But and also with the expectations we have, well, a lot of people, if you told people that you have won, they expected you to be more generous.
Yeah.
Why?
Ooh, cash.
Well, I know you're so you would be, but not because people ask you to, but because you are the kind of person.
I'm way too kind.
But also when we have a lot of expectation also in society. Well, in Denmark you have 10 years of school, then primary school, then you have 2 or 3 years. Higher education center, a gymnasium. Then you have 3 to 7 years of university.
Yeah, depending.
Yeah. And nearly everyone today has to go through at least 13 to 14 years of schooling. So if you're following the first direct path to the easy job, well, then you're 21. 21. When you're out on the open market.
Yeah.
If you then go on to the university, well, you'll be 25 before you even are.
But like most people, they take sabbat years. Isn't it called?
Yeah. Sabbatical.
Yeah.
Taking a year of traveling, working, making money, and stuff. But nearly all jobs today, you have to have a medium or higher degree to apply. It's stupid.
You have a high...
The trash collector, it's a 3-year education to be the fucking trash collector in Denmark. Yeah. And
that's wild.
And it's also expected in the system that you go for the highest because we have to be the brains.
There's way too many expectations of all, and I think one of the biggest... Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
This is kind of a heavy subject, or at least it can be, and we can talk about it for ages.
Yeah.
Like, I have one more tiny subject I want to. Yeah. But I overall think that the biggest problem in life is not to bow under for people's expectations to you, because then your own expectations of yourself will just drag you to your knees.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. If I can wake up every day, look in the mirror,
exactly,
and smile.
that's the biggest challenge in life.
Yeah.
Oh well, I had one more tiny subject on this category, because, like, we talked about, I think it was yesterday or earlier today, like nerds and nerds, like gamers.
Being nerdy.
Yeah. Like
a kid plays video games.
If you're a teenager and play video games, let's say for 2 hours, 3 hours a day, yeah, cool, it's fine. But if you are just 30 or 40, it's like, oh my god, you're pathetic, please, why do you waste your time on that?
When you get 50 or 60, you're weird.
Then you
Or
just...
do you play those old games?
Then you're just like...
Yeah,
Why?
then you're getting weird. Then you're getting over to the weirdo territory.
But how come?
I don't know.
That's also the...
It's because video games is a waste of time. And the prime years is when you're out of school, you're working, you have to make money. So it is non-useful time you're spending on playing video games.
Yeah.
It's recreational, goddamn. And today it's not that big of an issue as it was, let's say, 20 years ago. A 50-year-old 20 years ago playing video games. But that was a little weird.
I personally think that, YouTube has made it more...
It has, and also, well, a 50-year-old today, well, when the first Nintendo, when the actual relaunch of, it went out again. No.
The TV is dead.
I'll just finish it off quickly. But when they were 20 years old, it was in the early 90s, they were playing Nintendo. It came out already when they were 16, but they were playing Nintendo. And because they played that when they were teenagers, it was okay, and then they followed the times and used it as a recreational. So the 50 years old today was the teens that actually grew up again with the system. The 60-year-old, they're in some gap years. Where the market wasn't really there anymore. After the video game crash, that will be a whole nother episode. I can ramble on about that.
For centuries.
But I think because the 50-year-olds still playing, the kids, they're 20, 25.
Yeah.
It's okay for them to play because father and mother still playing video games.
And then they also have like something in common with their grandkids.
And then the wheels of expectation, they change. Of course they do.
Yeah.
They do, but
I still think it's not well seen upon in a way.
I don't know.
But at least it's better.
It's better, but I think it's ignored.
But basically, we all just have to.
A lot of people just don't talk about it anymore.
Don't bow under for people's harsh expectations of the world. But yeah, because it's their own expectations to themselves, they try to persuade. Yeah.
Push on you.
Yeah.
And the best advice I can give: when you turn this podcast off, sit around just 5 minutes and close the eyes and say, what do you want from life? What do you want? What do you think your parents and friends need you to be? And then push that all aside and just feel what makes me happy. Why? In this moment right now, what makes me happy? If you can transfer that to your day-to-day life, that's where happiness is. It will always be changing. You can't say, oh, I feel happy when I am in this, and then just stagnate. It's not how it works. There will always be changes, challenges that will change you. But once in a while, close your eyes and just think, am I happy right now? Am my life going in a direction that I like? Not in a direction that I expect, but in a direction I like. When you open your eyes after sitting for 5 minutes, if you're smiling, you can't be doing that bad. It's going good. That's all for me. Do you have a finishing comment?
No, I can talk about this for ages, so
Okay.
let's just close it off.
Fair enough. Did you check off all your points on your little note sheet down there?
Yep.
Good.
Everything under control. You have a really soothing voice.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Better than my He-Man voice.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Have a good one.
So good.